What up, motherfucker? It's the Dub Right Show. It's the Dub Right Show. It's the Dub Right Show. I'm Doug Rice. All right, hey folks, what's up? How you doing? Where have I been? Well, let me tell you. I have been soaking it all in, motherfuckers. That's where I have been. Where the fuck have you been? The fuck? Listen. If I don't leave, if I don't take a break, if I don't decompress, if I don't do what needs to be done, brothers, sisters, Hebrews, I will explode. And that's just the long and short of it, folks. How we doing? Well, it's been a minute. I know it has. Look, I was gonna hold off till TikTok had me back. I've got the AC on, it's a little warm. Got a lot of equipment on. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I know some of you have been wondering, where the fuck has he been? Well, let me tell you something. You gonna ask me where I've been? Motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you. I've had my nose to the grindstone. Can't you see it's fucked up? I've had my ear to the goddamn ground. That's where I've been, motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I'm not here to be respectable. I'm not here to be reverent. I will not comply. I will not cooperate. I'm not going to fucking mind. Now listen. What I'm talking about is simply going with this goddamn program. I'm done. Y'all ain't looking at what the fuck they projecting. Are you not looking? They're about to give old Mr. Rittenhouse a pass. I can smell it. Old Mr. Rittenhouse, boy, he's going to be a happy man. I do believe so. I can see it in the cards. And if you remember, if some of you who have been following me remember how I got started on this quest to inform. Started on January goddamn 6th. As I watched Caucasity make a fucking try. And come so fucking close, they liked that shit. Let me tell you something. These clowns have found victory in that defeat. I hope you understand what I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, Hebrews, Negroes, those of us trapped within the confines of this penal colony for Negroes. Listen carefully. You think that they think they failed in their attempted overthrow of the United States government. I'm going to say it again so that you understand the meaning. You think that they think their attempted overthrow of this country was a failure. No. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. No. That in their minds, in their deluded minds, in their demented minds was a rousing success. And I mean that shit, folks. You better look at what they're doing. Now, we're going to get into the news. We're going to get into it. Because there's a lot to unpack in there. Oh, we got some shit, don't we? We got some shit. Hey, listen, this critical race theory is just kicking they fucking ass, saying, good Lord, have mercy. What are they doing? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What's got them all up in their fucking feelings? Why they taking in so much goddamn air about critical race theory? My goodness, you'd have thought somebody was going to take something from them. I'm trying to figure it out. Now, listen, I put it on the Twitterverse. How in holy hell can you demand that the feelings of your children be protected within the classroom as you racially bully ours to suicide? Motherfuckers, please. Now, you want critical race theory taken out of the schools so that it protects the sensitivities of the fucking monsters you're raising. Is that to what I'm to understand? Is that how this is going? Because goddamn, I'm not sitting for that one. No, you will not drive our 10-year-olds to commit suicide and demand that we pay strict attention to your children's feelings. Motherfuckers, please. You got to be out of your goddamned minds. Really? You don't want little Johnny uncomfortable in the fucking classroom as he circulates petition to bring back slavery? Motherfuckers, kiss my black ass. How about that? I'm going to make little Johnny as unfucking comfortable as humanly possible. Oh, no. No, motherfuckers. No, we ain't going to just erase what you did. That's almost like giving back what you got. You see how that's not going to happen? I want you to put in the realm of impossibility the day that I will let nay one of these motherfuckers forget what their people did. Are you kidding? We got 3 of them on trial now for finding us just a little too dangerous for their liking. Good Lord. One of them said, well, he was in threat for his life. The other one told the truth. I wonder how that motherfucker's sleeping in the cell tonight. I don't give a fuck. How you doing? This is Doug Rice, Doug Rice Show. That's all it is. It's not Let's Talk. It's like I'm not racist. It's Doug fucking Rice. That's what it is. How about that? Now you ask where I've been. Motherfucker, I've been reading. I've been watching. I've been looking. I've been listening. I've been observing. I've been working shit out, motherfuckers, and I hope you have too. I hope you're watching them. Are you watching Mr. Gosar live out some sick fantasy he dreams of in murdering someone he mistakes for a Negro? Let me tell you something. Every time they fantasize about killing a person of color, it's just a poor substitute for a Negro. Don't you get it fucking twisted. You see Representative Green posing with the 3 congressmen, fellow female congressmen, I might add, which is blows my mind. The blonde hair, the blue eyes, the big gun, the glasses, the ignorance. This chick literally asked why a New York congressman was on the home security committee because New York is nowhere near the border. She said this ignorant shit. This woman's elected to Congress. She's taking pictures of herself. Okay? With a gun, cool glasses. Glasses is okay. I got to admit, the glasses, I like the glasses. Fuck it. I'll just let that be known. Hair just dripping with blondeness. 3 photos of women she associates with Negroes in the frame darkened out to give that ominous message of I want to do something to you, motherfucker. Isn't that something? See, we miss that, don't we? In translation, don't we? Hebrews, royal family of David. We miss that shit, don't we? It just slips past our mind that Mr. Gosar, in his fantasy, his pseudo-sexual violent fantasy, the ones these white men walk around with, in their demented, delusional, fucked up minds. Motherfuckers like people peeing on them and shit. When a motherfucker like Gosar depicts himself killing OAC, he's thinking of a Negro. Stop fucking fooling yourself. Stop being stupid. Stop being naive. And you know what that motherfucker is? Let me tell you something. He's unapologetic. Is he not? Now listen. Paul Gosar could show Mr. Rittenhouse a few things about standing firm under pressure. You know what I mean? Gosar didn't break. Rittenhouse is crying on the stand. Hey, Paul, go get the boy and tell him when you kill two people in the middle of the street with an AR-15 far away from your fucking house, you don't break down like a double-barrel shotgun on the stand, boy. Suck that in. Yeah. Like a little segue. That was all right. I liked it too. All right, Doug Rice, 631. Pissed off. No, I'm not pissed off. I'm not pissed off. You know, it's all pent up. You know, I'm banned from TikTok for until 22nd over a meme. Over a fucking meme. I wasn't even in the goddamn picture. Do you know what the shit was about? It talked about the description of sin and the counter description of acceptance. Meme, black and white words. 1 week, banned. Had to do my math. 1 week, banned. So I got all this pent up energy from looking and watching and reading and waiting and wondering and what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? Now look, grab some coffee. We're going to be here a minute. I'm Doug Rice. Follow me. Twitter. Everything I got's on Twitter, baby. Everything I got's on Twitter, and I'm learning to put it on Instagram. Thank you so much. All right. Listen, I'm fired up. Okay. It's an affect. Oh, naturally. I'm reaching deep in the bowels while I'm reaching within myself. Well, it sounds still stupid. What I'm doing is I'm taking from 30 years of being able to grab this shit whenever I want, put it on the phone, get me somebody's card and, pay some fucking bills. I'm able to grab that when I want to. Right now, that is being pushed by the wonderful information that all of us will have the pleasure and privilege of reviewing together. Negroes, family. Because ever so often you need to look the fuck up from the black mirror that entertains you and perhaps look into the black mirror that informs you. Shall we? Let's do it. All right, 6:33. We're kissing 7 o'clock's ass ever so slightly. I do have the Search Term Black News already loaded up into Edge. I'm gonna give Chrome a break. Chrome's starting to get redundant. And we go. So here's the deal. Black pastors show up in droves to support the Arbery family. Well, yeah, I'm sure they did. Once the lawyer said, made the experts move, kind of, allowing them to bite 100%. They now are eating out of Arbery's, out of the guy's hands now. See, all these black lawyers showed up. He's gonna now have grounds for appeal. The very thing he mentioned and was acted upon, and now the door to acquittal or some sort of some sort of adjustment in the sentencing of these three monster motherfuckers is hopefully will not be affected. But I am sort of glad they showed up, kind of like a big fuck you to that dude, you know? Hey, we got to do what we got to do. We got hundreds of black pastors gathered outside of Aubrey. Oh my God, who's at home collecting the fucking money? Well, damn. Anything's liable to happen now. A motherfucker is liable to learn something. With all these black pastors out the fucking way in one place, perhaps the congregation might slip into scripture and do a little fucking research. Too much to ask? Maybe. You're right. All right, folks, moving on. I know that was a bit over the top. I'm not on the attack, but have you seen what the fuck's going on? Have you read my tweets? I'm getting a little, I mean, come on. Now you're just putting the white supremacy. Just not only is the white supremacy, not only is the right-wing white nationalism, like, not only is it in our face, they're prying open our mouths, taking a fistful of right-wing white nationalism, holding us down by our chests and shoving that shit down our throats. It's approaching an exit point. And I, for one, I'm fucking tired. That's all. Tell me something. Have any of you walked about this penal colony for Negroes without that goddamn grin on your faces and at least experienced some of what I've spoken about, what I've predicted, what I've informed you will come, that checking of your goddamned attitude, trying to figure out what's wrong with you. How come you're not exuding the comforting energy that we all crave and feed off of? Any of you got that conversation yet? Any of you had the temerity to get that goddamn grin off your fucking faces? Or do you still walk around just happy? Well, far be it from me. Tell you how to live your life. Damn it, you do you, but you be happy some fucking place else out there. And you at home, you amongst family. I need you to be as joyous and as happy and as kingdom conscious as humanly possible. Absolutely, but once you break the plane, once that door, very important doors, entrances and exits, vital. The entrance, the exit, the home, the place of happiness and peace and security. But outside those doors, that's where you be on guard. Keep your mental head on a goddamn swivel. Your enemy is all about you. And you know what they're doing? Well, they're smiling right in your goddamn faces. And doors are important. The reason I bring doors up is because, we had to paint those door areas. And if that area of the door was not painted with blood of all things, be bad things happening within the household. So the plane that breaks between the outside and the inside is there. God has decreed it. It's done. So all you got to do is look at scripture to understand the gravity of shit. That's all. So when you go out there, you're not safe. You're not at home. And you don't owe anybody a goddamn smile. Hebrews, friends, family. I need you to understand that. Some of you need to come to terms with the fact that you don't owe anybody shit. You don't owe me shit. The only person you owe is unseen, and you're going to pay that person. Yeah. So, need you to understand as you go about this penal colony, as you walk about the oppressors all in the field of vision of those that mean you don't know what they mean. Don't be so quick. Don't be so much in a hurry, not only to offer that energy of blackness, possessive of Negroes in this country and elsewhere. Don't be so free. Don't sell it cheap. It's precious. By God, it is. I mean, you know it is. They pay prime price for black energy. I mean, okay, well, just think that over, mull that over. All right, 6:40. I killed about 8 minutes there. Let's go. Oh, Kamala. What's up? Kamala having some problems. This brought me back a little bit. A little bit, you know. What's up, Kamala? What's happening? You went to Morehouse, right? You might be acting out a little bit up in there. You might be a little more reserved. I can imagine how you are behind closed doors. You know, she's so married to the black experience. She's showing her ass in that White House, and she's a bit ethnic. Now, she got a little swag. You know, she like the female Obama, emulates us with perfection, with style. Not quite us, but almost. Anyway, she's having problems. Dear God, what's going on? Kay, baby. Kamala Harris, invisible narrative. Not only forced, but a deliberate. How is it a deliberate camp? Listen, I'm going to share this on the Twitterverse, Rug Dicer. I need you to understand the kind of silliness of this whole thing. Now, listen carefully. Kamala Harris is now complaining that they've got a false narrative about her. You hear about that false narrative? That false narrative is that somehow she walks about the White House as vice president, damned near invisible, right? Here's the problem. She's claiming that it's a false narrative, that it's a campaign to diminish her, but hey, she only put together that, dude, this is the first time I even heard you were even around. I thought you was at the house chilling. You're doing something? Oh, there's something going on. Oh, there's some kind of brouhaha about you being invisible. I hadn't noticed you were even there. I'll just leave. I mean, what are you talking about? You've been there, over a year and some shit? I don't know. What? I saw you laugh real hard at the inauguration, and you were checked for that, weren't you? I know you were. But the thing is, dear, you might walk about, you know, that chip on your shoulder that they keep accusing us of having. You might have one of those. We'll move on. All right. Doug Rice. I'm liable to say anything. Don't fuck with me. I haven't been here a while, so you know I got all this pent up. All right. Here we go. Black news. That was from The Grio. Take a bow for the Grio. Black News Weekly. Black News Weekly has been hitting some. It's so good. I would spend all day. We get into some more. We'd stray from Hebrew issues, and we'd get into more issues that promote this madness with black people behind it. And I'm not really about that. Everything involving our history in this country needs to be wiped away by the mighty hand of God Almighty. I mean that sincerely. I'm not interested in remembering. No, you see, listen, folks. Listen, they take too much goddamn pleasure in watching our struggle. I'm sorry. I won't have it. I won't have tourists, movies. I don't want trinkets. I don't want historical spots. I don't want black firsts. None of that shit. The black first. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit. First black this. First black that. No, shut the fuck up. No, don't swim in the current of caucasity. Don't do that. I'm not even asking you to swim against the current of caucasity. Do you know what I'm imploring you to do? I'm imploring all of you to get the fuck out of the pool. Dry off with the towel of knowledge, understanding, and watch the fucking pool drain. Listen, folks, I'm just not with all of it. I mean, listen, first, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm going to be where I'm at. You don't bother me. That should be everybody's stand. But I'm not going to take joy, excitement, pleasure. I'm not going to smile at the fucking movie 12 Years a Slave. That's not an enjoyable watch for me. I sat through 12 minutes of that in an attempt to simply get educated. No, I'll read it. You understand? Schadenfreude, look it up. Schadenfreude is what these motherfuckers suffer from. And it's specific motherfuckers too. See, that's a thing. Taking pleasure in the pain, misery of others. Schadenfreude. It's what started in Kristallnacht. Yeah, y'all need to do some research on the motherfuckers we are now dealing with. That's who we're dealing with. Nazis. Nazi emulators. The Nazi vibe in this country. Boy, I tell you what. It's like making a comeback. It's like making a comeback. You know, and it's interesting. An entire generation of people have now died that understand World War II was real. So to these youngsters, World War II is ancient history. Some of these clowns that have been raised by clowns have said, you know, stupid things about Nazism and whether or not it was right or wrong. And they say this openly. Tiki torches, I'll go all the way back to Charlottesville, is an homage to Nazism. Tiki torches. That's when it really got stirred up. Somebody lost their life. And it culminated all the way to the fucking 6th of January. Still this year. Still fresh. Still unpunished. Still roaming free. Still doing what the fuck they want to do. You know, I'm of the mind that in the halls of the Capitol, if you sniff ever so gently, you can make out the aroma, nay, the slight sniff of shit in the air. What a proud moment that was. Yeah. So, Doug Rice, how you doing? Yeah, you tuned in. Don't fucking blame me. If I hurt your feelings, I don't care. So get over it. Moving on. You know, gotta tell you, please don't be critical. This is what it is, and it's happening. All right. The root, always good for a story. All right. So what's this now? Justice was not done. Clemency granted by the governor. Though Julius Jones was granted clemency by the governor, today was not a win. I'm sorry, clemency is a yes win. Look, it is a not total win, it's not a complete win. It's not an all-encompassing win of magnitude beyond measure, but goddamn, it's a win. Take the win. Yeah, all right. What else here? Black man gets paid $650,000 for getting stomped by South Carolina police officer. Now, I'm going to share this, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with the caveat that I have to ask young Noah. Noah, stomped? Why would he use the word stomped? That to me is a bit much. You know, really? Oh, look at it. I just posted it. All right. So let's read this sucker because this sounds interesting. What is this about? Okay. Feels good when you get compensated for the terrible things someone did to you, especially when it's a cop. That's the case of Clarence Gaillard, a black man who was stomped on by a white South Carolina police officer. Gaillard will get a $650,000 payout from the city of Orangeburg. I didn't make that shit up. Don't fucking laugh, but that's the city that's paying him. And yes, folks, I referenced Donald Trump. $650,000 payout from the city of, say it again, Orangeburg. Okay. Not trying to put down South Carolina. Yes, you are, but it's not shocking to see an officer from the Palmetto State commit bad acts against us. Last month, South Carolina police chief was sued for sending racist texts. Last month. What is the deal? Who's stirred up this racist sentiment? And when we talk about immigrants, again, we talk about people resembling Negroes. I mean, you have to understand it all comes back to us. And it's not me seeing things. This is happening. Folks, this is real. The murders are real. The killings are real. The injustices are real. Yeah, all of that, real. And it seems to be accelerating at a very quick pace. It seems to be there's a fervor. It's almost like somebody is stirring the goddamn pot. Listen, here's what I know. We have not changed our behavior. Why? How do I know that? Because they keep reminding me about Chicago. So I know we still straight. So what's got these motherfuckers up in arms? I don't understand. Is it too much? Am I going too fast for some of you? You want me to slow down? Grab your coffee. I know. Some of you getting off work. 6:52. Sorry. Have you eaten? I ate. Wife fixed some beautiful seafood. Of course, I got coffee. Everybody make sure to get coffee. And listen, folks, if you don't have coffee, make sure you get some coffee. It's got to be a must. So you either got coffee or, once again, you have coffee. Because coffee is the elixir of life. All right, Doug Rice, 6:52 in the evening, 18th of November, 2021, if I did not say that. This is an interesting, here's the reason I do not read all of the article, because I will get pissed the fuck off. I'll start to read shit and dissect and then pull apart, and then I don't want to spend too much time on one article. There go the reason it is in the Twitterverse, everyone understands. So what do you got here? Black and missing co-founders explain how to protect children from sex trafficking. Well, that's a thing. We have to protect our children from sex trafficking and the dangers therein. Isn't that a motherfucker? Ain't that something else? That's a thing, right? Okay. Anyway, I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, it just seems it's a war. I don't get it. Ohio Republicans redistricting map dilutes black voting power. And shouldn't be voting in the fucking first place. Let me tell you something, folks. Maybe you don't know this. I'll tell you. Do you know when the first recorded vote happened? I mean, most of us here are Hebrews. Keep our minds on kingdom interests. And so I would say the answer to the question is in most of your minds, but let me help you anyway. It was, I believe, on top of Mount either Sinai or Ararat. It was on top of the mountain where the angels decided to do this thing. The 200. That's voting. That's what voting gets you. So I can dilute black voting by telling us not to vote ever. What has it got in us so far? I'm sorry, Juneteenth. Some of you celebrate Juneteenth. I do not. Family of unarmed black man killed in encounter with Colorado police awarded $15 million. Thank you. Thank you. Take that fucking money. It hurts when they give it to us. Take it and build generational wealth and make yourself untouchable till kingdom come. Which could mean, you might enjoy the money for the next few months or so. But enjoy it nonetheless. Try not to sway too far away from what's coming, but I say take the money, yes. And I'll share that as well on the Twitterverse. You guys know Elijah McClain, a family awarded $15 million by the city of Aurora over McClain's death at the hands of police. Now, let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something. How fucking guilty do you think those cops are for the family to be awarded $15 million goddamn dollars? One kid, 23 years old. It's a lot of money. I'm going to say it. It's a lot of money. A lot of punitive in there, right? But dear God, 15 mil, they got together and thought of that shit. I'm not even going to read what they did. I have enough energy. I don't need any more. I'm good. But I encourage all of you, any of you, to please look into it and see $15 million given for a 23-year-old's life. And I say, thank you. Take the goddamn money. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Students protest at Coe College after black trustee resigns. What else? What do I can just read? Why are more black kids suicidal? Search for answers. What to expect on Black Friday? I won't even go there. I'm not even going to go there. Anyway. And of course, Black News gives me, here's another one. Son of black man fatally shot by California police receives $1.3 million in lawsuit settlement. So, still grinning? Y'all still happy? Here's the deal. I know. Listen. I know you got good friends. I understand coworkers, family. I'm not telling you to avoid or treat anyone that you know any differently. What I'm saying is this. Treat strangers as absolute certain threats. Why take a chance? Yeah, and in that, I mean, do not be available. Keep your energy recessed to yourself until you know. Play it close to the vest. Play it safe. What the fuck do you want me to say? Quit skinning and goddamn grinning. I'm sick of seeing it. I really am. I want you to know that. So many of us need to just serious the fuck up. Act like when we go somewhere, we have somewhere to go. We have somewhere to be. Perhaps if we understood and accepted within our ranks that we are the royal tribe of David, that we are in fact Hebrews, a set apart people, never meant to mingle with the nations. There's nothing about that need be kept secret. We can tell one another that we are someone to each other and treat each other as such. There's nothing, in fact, let me tell you something. Nothing beats them up inside than to see us treat each other well publicly. Now, you better hear me when I tell you. You don't believe me, do you? I sense some doubt. Listen. Get about 7, 8 of your friends and be happy in public and see what happens. You think I'm playing, don't you? You don't understand what we are amongst. We are amongst individuals triggered to lethal action at times, at the very sight of what they may mistake as a Negro. Do you understand the danger in that? I don't. Listen. I'm trying to think of the 100,000 Black women that went missing in 2020 and how safe each and every one of them felt before being abducted. That's where my mind is. I consider the final few moments of freedom that 100 fucking thousand of our women had to suffer to know those were their last moments. Man, I mean, it's like we're in an open war against us unknowingly. We don't know there's a war been declared on Blackness in this country. We watch the reflection of that war take form in the white supremacist views that seem to be rising, more prevalent, more open, more outspoken, more in your fucking face. And do you know what most of us do? We grin. We grin in their face and we beg for acceptance, understanding, and fucking change. We've been waiting a minute and I don't see shit. Neither do you. We got a choice. We can keep doing what we've been doing. Sure. Or look to scripture, separate from the Gentile nations and await the kingdom. Go about your fucking day. Go to work, go to job, be conscious of the fact that you are here as a captive, not welcome. The laws do not apply, isn't even the word. The laws were not even made with us in mind, with the exception of exclusion. Black people weren't even permitted to purchase property in certain northwestern states until the mid-'80s. I'm going to repeat that. Negroes, Black people, were not permitted to own property, land, until the 80s. Look at the fuck up, modern motherfuckers. So this is Doug Rice. This is what I do. You listen. It's about us. That's what this is about. This is about you and I, Hebrews, getting together, understanding our origins and how we got here, accepting that that is, in large part, the reason for our treatment today. You cannot disassociate the past with the present, but they want to do that and still act out, which is, to me, odd. I don't understand that. You don't want the history of your ancestors taught to your children as your children act like your fucking ancestors. What? If you don't get the fuck out of my face. All right, I'm Doug Rice. I'm not looking at the Hoping this shit is doing what it's supposed to be, hopefully. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Shit. How you like that? All right. Everybody good? Let me see if everybody's good. All right. How we doing? Okay. Whoa. All right. Everybody having a good day? Sometimes you just have to let it out. Yeah. And I'm for one, I've watched over the years the attempted, the resolution, the attempted somehow putting this all together, making it all work. I've read the history, know of our origins, and, had faith that perhaps maybe, this was all going to work itself out until I understood that the fabric of this country is interwoven with white nationalism, white supremacy. It's impossible to unmix the drink. That's it. That's all. I mean, and now they're trying to somehow change the flavor, and it ain't gonna work. The drink's mixed. Drink it, motherfuckers. Don't try to change up now. Don't try to change history now. You gonna try to change history now? Wow, that's okay. So, and here's the thing: they don't want to go to 1619. They want to go to 1776, which to me, in that kind of close proximity, isn't that far back in history. I'm a little bit confused. It's the history that doesn't put you in this shiny little light that we can go back to, this delusional idea that somehow you folks are destined to do the horrendous things that you do, this proclamation of your right, God-given right, I might add, to explore. Explore. That's such an interesting word they use to describe the horrors they commit in taming a country. I want to ask our native brothers how they felt when the Europeans came here to explore. Also, while you're at it, ask the Congolese ask them how they felt when King Leopold came to explore. If you would, please just continue over to Australia and ask the Aboriginals there how they felt when they came to explore. Seems exploration comes with some added side effects. And who told these motherfuckers to explore? I've been thinking about this. All of this is right out of the Bible. Said, whose seed would be all over the earth. Spoke of it in scripture. Motherfuckers are doing shit to fulfill prophecy. Some don't even realize they're doing it. The creator of this planet, of this system, of this biosystem, created it with tribes in mind, and it flows throughout creation. Tribes, kin, if you will. And animals and humans, kin. The first America, Babylon, was defeated by, confusing the tongue. And now this Babylon, same concept. Whose idea was this? To undo what God put together. The thought of tribes and families and that being the thing, structured in a manner that's obviously organized. But for some reason, the first person to be rebellious said, let's bring everybody together and let's build something cool. And let's do this cool. Let's have democracy with me in charge. That's basically what Nimrod said. So now they've got the new Babylon, new Nimrods, pushing democracy, man rule, running it in the dirt. The outcome of man rule, January 6th. You want to rule? Keep it going. Till kingdom come. All right. How's everybody doing? All right. Back at it. I'm getting my second win. I'm feeling good. If you don't know who I am, I'm Doug Goddamned Rice. That's who I am. All right? I started this on January 6th. I'm not going to stop. Here's the reason. Here's the thing. Look, folks. Look. Are you seeing? They gave boy 41 months. The dude with the horns, good teeth. Yeah, 41 months for doing the shit he did. Not 40 years, which would have scared the bejesus out of the rest of them, but 41 months. He's literally going to take the time to write his book, pick his agent, his manager, figure out the circuit. When he gets out, you know, he's going to go right on, you know, right down the talk circuit. The dude's a destined millionaire. It's amazing, isn't it? Us, we have to be incarcerated like 30 years to get money. Them, they just got to do something illegal, get caught at it, get famous for getting caught, and then go on a book tour. 6 in one hand, half a dozen. No, yes, no. All right, I'm Doug Goddamn Rice. What's up? So, look at my Twitter, Rug Dicer. I'm not just whistling fucking Dixie. Think about what the fuck I'm saying. What are they preparing for? They're preparing for something. What are they preparing for? Anybody? No, I'm not watching. I just thought I'd ask, right? Because something's afoot. We haven't changed. Something's changing in their ranks. I mean, I'm looking at what they're reporting, and it's, wow, even they're scared. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're getting worried. They're getting worried. Hey, this white supremacy thing is getting a bit out of hand. That's exactly what's going on. Hey, the number one threat to America is right-wing white nationalism, domestic right-wing white nationalism, I believe. I think I said it right. Yeah. Not my words. That's from the FBI director. Not black people. Black people are not the number one threat in America. I just want, even with Chicago and the numbers, and I guess the killings or whatever the fuck you guys are talking about, because I don't know, but Chicago is not the number one threat in this fucking country. Y'all are just going to ignore that, huh? I mean, that's really doing a glaze over, you know. They talk about they and them doing this and them being a threat and them. Say it plainly. White males are a threat. A grave threat. And let me explain this to you. They're not going to correct themselves. That's the reason I know the kingdom is coming, because we're on a headlong collision course with disaster, destruction, death, mayhem, war. The Chinese keep talking about it. Xi Jinping is not playing with a full deck, perhaps. I don't know. They got their foot up Fauci's ass. Saw that video. That was interesting. Fauci's fumbling, you know. Fuck. It's amazing what's going on, you know. They voted Liz Cheney out of the Republican Party. Get out. That's interesting. Seems like Kamala might be coming unglued, or at least unseated. Folks, have you lost your senses in not seeing that these folks are just whipping it for a civil war? All I'm saying is steer clear. Stay the fuck out of it. It's not your fight. You're Hebrews. You're set apart for a different purpose. Don't get involved. You better hear what I'm saying, Hebrews. Don't pick sides. Pick the kingdom. I kid you not. Neither side is going to win. They will both lose. And I think I pointed to this yesterday. Very interesting. Some say it. I don't know if it's true, but natives could be, you know, easily a tribe. I don't know. Don't ask me. Whoever Hebrews are, Negroes, natives. I get people going crazy on that. But they were told when they were conquered that the folks conquering them would not be here long. Oh, let me repeat that so that y'all heard me. When the natives were rounded up and put on reservations out of the sight of common everyday people living here, some of us against our will, you have to understand what they did when they corralled all of these people into single places, and by God, they stay there. It's come to my attention they're waiting for some sort of deliverance. I kid you not. And find a native. Find one. If you do find one, tell you what you do. Watch how they interact with their oppressors. Do it taking notes. They could teach us a thing or two. All right, I'm sorry. Listen. Don't get in your feelings. Any folks that watch this that happen to identify with the white folks I'm talking about, I'm not talking about you. Please get out of your feelings. You cannot be both in your feelings and watching me. You'll have to understand that just as the black folks you're talking about when you bring up Chicago, kind of akin to the white folks I'm talking about when I bring up white folks. I hope white folks understand. Yeah, if you do, ask me, motherfuckers. That's all you got to do. I'll explain it. All right, Duck Road. That's me. Okay, so who's here? Really, Kyle Rittenhouse jury ends its third day of deliberations without a verdict. Color me not surprised and black at the same time. Listen, I'd be shocked if they give this kid what for, only because, he's a white kid. So they're probably going to take it easy on him. And somebody tell me, can the judge set aside the verdict and free the kid? Because if that's a possibility, I believe they're going to go out to lunch after the trial ends. All right, let's continue. Wall Street legend warns a strange day is coming. Have you folks gotten your fucking shit together? Have you gotten your food together? Are you stocking up on food? My wife has filled 2 fridges with food to make sure when the shortage comes, yada, yada, yada. Now, listen, I know they're telling you that Christmas is really going to be a fun time. I know that they're doing that. You understand that they're giving you that last hurrah. And shit's really going to go to the left. I mean, who knows? Maybe not. Till kingdom comes, who knows? I'm watching people like this guy McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy. He was Trump's chief of staff, maybe, I believe. This guy has a very good shot at being the next Speaker of the House. Let me tell you what I believe might happen. If Trump can avoid jail, criminal indictment, yada, 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 bankruptcy, looking like an idiot, and the 2022 midterms come and these folks take back both the Senate and the House. First, the Democrats are done because they're not. The Republicans aren't going to make the same mistake twice. I look to some fool like Josh Hawley as a person being picked for their running mate of Trump. And remember, you heard it here first. I truly believe they're going to pick Josh Hawley because he is the new face of white supremacy. That Senator Josh Hawley is as smooth and as evil as right-wing white nationalism gets. Oh, fucking yes. Don't you get it twisted. Y'all keep an eye on that boy. And let me tell you something, man. The scripture talks about trumpets, talks about 7 trumpets. It seems like we're going to have Donald Trump somewhere around our orbit for the next, we're going to have him around for a total of 7 years at least. The 4 that he did in office and the 3 he's trying to get back in or avoid jail. I'm not trying to correlate trumpets with his name, but I am, though. It's a reach. It's a stretch. I'll fucking take it. Now, bottom line, Trump ain't gonna nominate his daughter. I don't think she's cooperating with him anymore. And he's not gonna get Jared because, well, Jared is listed as female on the New York voter registration card that he signed. I don't know why he's listed as female on the New York registration card. The voter registration card that is in New York, but it's a fact. Check my math, which is fucking crazy, but I won't go there. Maybe Ivanka's children aren't Jared, leaving things wide open for an array of assumptions. Okay, so not going to pick him. So this Josh Hawley, the smoothest Klansman I've ever fucking laid eyes on. That motherfucker is mentally gone. And I mean that. Now listen, here's why I say that. You see me look at the camera, right? I'm just looking at the camera, right? Yeah, I'm doing a show. He looks to the camera, directly at the camera that's literally 100 feet away and looks at it dead center. That's scary shit. He's got a problem. But we'll see how it shakes out. All right. 7:21. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I'm Doug Rice. Hope everybody's enjoying what I'm saying. If not, the fuck can I do? All right. Armed man who called himself Maserati Mike, identified as, of all places, Ferguson, Missouri police officer Jesse T. Klein. Now, look, Maserati Mike. Just check the story out. Now they've identified him. Of course, not only is he from Missouri, the bastion of white supremacy, but also a police officer. Another bastion of white supremacy. Literally, I could do this for hours and never run out of material. My focus, the reason I do this is that it takes away from the distraction ever so often. For those of you that might look at what I do, at least I jar you with information designed to do just that. So that occasionally you can look at this shit as it truly is and feel good. First, feel good that you're a Hebrew. Feel good that you know that, because it's important to know. Feel good that the time of our enslavement is over. Feel good that the kingdom approaches. Feel good, because all of that is true. All right, so hope everybody's enjoyed the show. You see, I'm about to lose my voice. I need that sucker. Next YouTube live will be this weekend. As best I'm able to do it. I wasn't supposed to do one till this weekend. Told my number one that, and well, hopefully she sees this and doesn't hold it against me. I'm Doug Rice. If you just got off work, you might want to recover from me either before you eat dinner or afterward. Just remember, my effect on your digestive system can be harmful and detrimental. All right, I gotta go. Please support me on Patreon. Please give to my Cash App, Rug Dicer. Please check me out on Twitter at Rug Dicer. Because look, I'm going to do this till kingdom come, or until they come lock me the fuck up. Whatever comes first, and I expect the latter first. I'm ready. Share this video. I'm going to get some more coffee. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful evening.